Let's bring in Sarat Sethi, managing partner and portfolio manager at Douglas C. Lane and Associates. He's also a CNBC contributor. Sarat, good morning. Good to see you.
Good morning, Frank.
All right, we got to start with Nvidia. Looking like it could open above $5 trillion for a market cap at the opening bell. What does that say to you about the AI trade in this stock in particular?
Look, I think the AI trade is going very strong. Nvidia has announced quite a few agreements. You've seen it with a whole bunch of companies, and they have a strong tailwind. The demand for their chips is enormous, and you're seeing it with their customers, and you're seeing it with real cash. This isn't companies borrowing to do this, and this is really growth in all types of Nvidia chips. So I think you've got momentum behind this story. Earnings for Nvidia are not out for almost a month, and in the next couple of days, you're going to see a lot of their customers talk about CapEx spending, and I think that's going to be key to driving the stock. All right. Because if you see the Amazons and the Metas, the Googles of the world continuing the CapEx spend, it's just going to be more money and more demand for Nvidia's chips.
All right. We also just heard from the president a short time ago. Trade deal with South Korea, also saying the meeting with Xi Jinping is going to take 3 to 4 hours. How does that shape your view of the tariff situation, the trade tension situation?
Look, I think if things are positive on the trade side, it's just not going to be technology. It's going to be spread across our industrials. It's going to be spread across healthcare. And I think that's going to be really good because, companies need certainty. And if they see that in terms of CapEx, in terms of pricing, I think that's going to provide them the ability to actually grow their margins and grow their top line.
All right, let's get to your word of the day. It's opportunity. What's the opportunity that you're focused on? Because it seems like people are seeing opportunities in almost every corner of this market. Again, the S&P, NASDAQ, and the Dow all hitting record highs yesterday.
Yeah, I'm looking at areas of the market that are not really people haven't uncovered or they're not focused on. So, for example, healthcare, which has not done well at all, and especially the life sciences, diagnostics areas. The stock of the day for me is Thermo Fisher. I mean, this is a company that historically had traded 22 to 24 times earnings. It's now trading at 19, and what you're seeing is their demand is coming back from biotech and healthcare companies. They still have low-end demand from government and education. And as that comes back, this is one of the world-class companies that, you want to have in your portfolio. It's a recurring compounder company that we really like.
All right. This company's lagging year to date because of a tariff impact. They flagged the tariff impact back in April. With this discussion between Trump and Xi, do you think that's priced into the stock, the fact that we could see a more friendly tariff situation, maybe tariffs going from 20 down to 10%?
I don't think it's priced in, and I don't think what's also not priced in is when the government reopens, you get more spending on healthcare. So I think those are things that have caused this whole area and a stock like Thermo Fisher to come down, which historically this has been one of the best companies out there.